Morning, everybody. We're having a special edition of Le Poop Scoop Shoot Thingy on a Tuesday night. How are we all doing tonight?
Doing
It's
well.
a Tuesday on a Tuesday.
Jolly
Tuesday on
good.
a Tuesday. Because Mr. Shuggy could not be with us, and this is technically Shuggy's
He was too busy
show.
taking a poop.
Yes, he was. Verbo is playing the role of Shuggy tonight.
In fact, I think the poop got...
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Jolly
Hooray.
good. Eat some
Jolly
Jaffa
ho.
cakes.
Huzzah!
Portswainer.
And Pants is here to be our very special announcer, narration, whatever, as we're going to go over something that happened this morning. We all woke up to a strange thing that happened, and that is, and it must be addressed right now,
The United
Jose?
States Court of Appeals for the Sixth Circuit.
Ooh.
Jose Maria de Castro, appellant, versus Pam Wagner in her individual and official capacities at Alia Appellees. On the appeal from the United States District Court for the Southern District of Ohio.
Okay,
An
stop for
order.
a second, Pants.
Yes,
Stop
sir.
for a second, Pants. Hello, Facebook, Karen.
Hi, Facebook Karen. How you doing?
Karen.
How you doing, Facebook Karen?
Hey, Facebook Karen.
This is what happened this morning. We got this roughly. What time did you send it to me, Verbo? It was like 5 a.m. your time.
Good heavens.
Oh, it was super early.
Yeah, it was so early. I was like, "What the hell is this?" Because we were about to go on the air for Karen Reed. Hey, what happened? Pants, what happened?
The cursor entered the corner of the forbidden place that turned all of my monitors off.
Uh-oh.
The forbidden
Present.
corner.
Share screen.
Hands tech.
To Castro. There we go.
We're talking about Pants's forbidden corner.
Do you remember
Yeah,
the
so there's still no
screensavers?
I was mousing
It would
over to say
bounce
hi
around.
to Rose.
And we all have to say hi to Rose because I thought Rose was sleeping. So
Send Rose a link. I still don't have her friended
Hi,
on
Rose.
the Discordy thing.
Hi,
Hi,
Rose.
you Rose. Got your frying pan ready? You might need it.
Might?
No one's figured out the Rose. The secret. Every week we put a secret message at the end of every news article in the little credits, and no one's found the one for this week yet. Not even Rose, and it's always about Rose. So last week it was about something. This week it was about something else, and this something else goes clang. So
Clang!
you'll have to wait till
Clang, clang
tomorrow
goes
when there
Charlie.
may be a new message about Rose, who has
Clang
now
goes
been
the frying
invited
pan
up on the
upside your
panel.
head.
I would never say that.
Just remember, everyone has to drink every time Rose giggles.
Oh,
God,
Jesus
you're gonna be-
Christ, we'd be
hell.
Oh,
dead.
good lord. I'll be pissing like a racehorse.
We'd be
Oops.
Karen
You know, it's
Reed level
easier.
drunk.
Your head saying frying pan, oops, upside your head.
And
It's easier just to
Mark,
whisper the sweet nothings at her instead of having to like
Mark,
create a whole video.
Verbo, hold on a second. Mark, we need you to promise not to storm out on us like Shuggy did last time, because there's so many of us here.
We blame Pants for that, right? Because
Yes.
Oh,
I was
all our fault.
bad mouthing the hats.
Okay, I want to comment on one thing. Jim, if I do not comment on what you put, then I cannot be held accountable.
That's what you think.
It's good to have you here, Rose.
We are here. We have assembled for the half poop scoop, half
Legal analysis?
Legal analysis. But I did want Mark here to go over this as we have a tremendous defeat to Chili de Castro. Yes, Chili de Con Artist. It's a half and half show.
Wow.
It is the half new Tuesday night live stream party thing and half poop scoop shoot lay something. because
Yeah,
Maybe.
without
Shuggy
Shuggy,
ran.
it's yeah.
Shuggy ran off to Paris and left us here, and
Oh,
now we're
c'est
picking
la
up the
vie.
pieces.
The only problem is he took the blaze scoop with him.
Now, before we get
That's
started, let's see. Can I do this? Yes, I can still do this. This is a
Shuggy flinging
coded
poop like a pet
message.
monkey.
What
This
are you
is a
trying to
coded
do, honey?
coded message from earlier. Let's see if anyone gets it. It's going to take 1 minute and 11 seconds to play.
Okay.
And there you have it. I have no idea what that meant, but that was
There's
our
a-
post-credit
There's a
scene.
jackass
I have
loser
an
in
idea.
Atlanta, maybe?
We're all
I
pointing
have
and
an
laughing
idea.
at the jackass.
Yeah.
A
Rose is
jackass
secretly a
in
donkey.
Atlanta.
I am. I'm what?
No, you're not a donkey, hon.
Well, I'm about to kick Mark.
Well,
She's right
you
underneath
can
me as
kick-
well. That's going to hurt.
Yeah, I probably
Lucky.
should separate the two of you. Okay.
No, don't worry. We're as civil as what is it? Siblings.
I'm putting Hank
Who's got
between
syphilis?
you.
Oh,
You and
that's me.
everyone
I'm
else.
having an allergy
I'm
attack.
squeezed between Verbo and the Pope.
Wait,
Ew.
don't want to get the English disease.
That's
so
a good
let's
sign.
move him and Pope. There we go.
Well, you need to put pants first because apparently whoever is first is hosting. So,
Is Hans our host tonight? Okay.
yep, pants is our host.
Whoa.
Hans is our host.
It's all my fault, ladies
Hey,
and
look! Now
and
you're
then-
under me.
You're still
God.
next to me. English
So,
disease on its
gentlemen.
way.
So Jim and Rose will be busy for the rest of the night.
So, yeah, but then Mark is under me. That's.
There's a door
Let's
there,
do
Jim. There's a door there.
Let's make sure that Mark is back under Hank. So.
What's the saying? Something or other flows downhill? I'm confused.
We're
Hey,
not
So-
doing a thing.
So
Water.
between
Water
laughter,
flows downhill.
this is the Ironton appeal. He had the Ironton case finally dismissed last fall. He then appealed it, and he then refiled it in Nevada in both federal court and in state level court. Now, those
Sure.
two are still pending, but this is the original Ironton claims, which have been denied. Take it away, Mr. Pants.
Jose Maria Di Castro, a pro se California resident, appeals the district court's judgment dismissing his civil rights lawsuit brought under 42 U.S.C. Section 1983. This case has been referred to a panel of the court that, upon examination, unanimously agrees that oral argument ain't needed. Because De Castro's complaint failed to state a claim, we affirm.
Essentially,
you
he's
lose.
Like, I want to sue these people, and that's it.
In April 2022, De Castro, a self-described videographer, vlogger, and civil rights activist, sued the city of Ironton, Ironton Police Chief Pam Wagner, and Ironton police officers Brad Spoljaric, Clance Blankenship, Evan McKnight, and Robert.
Chance Britt Blankenship.
That's what I said.
Chance. You said Clance.
Yeah.
No, I said Chance.
Okay.
Chance
Came out as
Blankenship.
Clance.
Eva, I'm reading fast, and Robert Fauch, hereafter known as the City Defendants, along with Mater Chapman, Jane Doe, and Lawrence County, Ohio, hereafter known as the County Defendants. DeCastro's amended complaint, however, omitted his claims against the County Defendants. In his amended complaint, DeCastro alleged that he was waiting in the Ironton City Hall on March 29, 2022, for a permit to use one of the rooms for a constitutional teaching session. According to DeCastro.
Okay, pause 1 second here, Pants. Okay, so what literally happened, he pulled a Regan Benson and showed up 5 minutes before they closed and demanded
15.
a room.
Yep.
15, okay. Then
Yep.
demanded a room and demanded to stay late. So
Not well, and just a little side note. Also had his weapon taken off of him and placed in his car because he didn't want to be caught with the weapon on him.
yes.
I know I'm going ahead slightly, but DeCastro was not given sufficient time to leave. He was there for how long after?
Hold
they
on,
closed? It
we'll
was
get to
3
Hold on,
just
we'll get to it.
your horses.
We'll get to it.
I know, I just see it right in front of me, and I'm like,
Spoilers!
Hold your jackass. Hold your jackass, Mark.
Okay, go back to it, Pants.
According to DeCastro, at approximately 5 o'clock p.m., an Ironton employee announced that the building was closing. But DeCastro was not given sufficient time to leave. He alleged that there were approximately 14 other individuals with him who were allowed to leave. But at approximately 5:03 p.m., Wagner and officers Spoljarek, Blankenship, McKnight, and Fauch approached DeCastro, yelled at him to cease and desist his disorderly conduct, and arrested him.
Okay, pause.
no.
Correct.
Okay, hang on.
Go ahead, Mark.
There were 14 other individuals with him, and they all managed to leave, but somehow he alone did not have enough time to leave. So,
Yes, we'll get to it.
He was busy unplugging the vacuum cleaner of a janitor.
Now go back up a little bit. Wait, no, right there. The cease and desist. His disorderly conduct. Verbo, you get to read it because it was a female police chief, Pam Wagner, who yelled it. So you do your Pam Wagner.
Oh, that's right. And Fauch approached DeCastro, yelled at him to...
I'm trying to find it.
That's what she said.
Cease and desist his disorderly conduct.
And
So
arrested
now say
him.
it like
Actually
the
went
voice
Maria
of God.
Jose Maria de Castro, she said.
Wagner approached DeCastro and yelled at him with a deep voice.
Cease and desist his disorderly conduct.
Conduct.
She
Okay.
then
Ye
proceeded
shall
to
not
arrest him.
pass.
He
That's what-
alleged...
She did look like Gandalf. We have to give her that.
She did.
You shall not pass.
you shall not stay here after 5 p.m., dog.
He alleged that his wallet, car key, and iPhone were seized, and that Chapman coerced him into providing his social security number during the booking process.
Yeah, they tend to do that, to make sure that they've got the right person. But okay.
DeCastro alleged that he was released approximately 2 hours later and was given back his property, except for the iPhone. He attempted
Dun,
several...
dun, dun.
Could that possibly be because he filmed himself committing the crime and on his iPhone?
We do not want facts.
Yeah, it was
here,
the
sir.
evidence.
He attempted several times to recover the iPhone, but it was not returned to him until April 28th and was, quote-unquote, damaged and, quote-unquote, no longer usable. He made several additional allegations concerning his ongoing prosecution and did not relate to either the city or county defendants.
Sounds about right.
I'm
DeCastro-
fairly certain he claimed their ongoing persecution of him.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And
DeCastro's-
remember he had claimed he had hundreds of interviews from informants on the phone, and that's what he was protecting.
Oh, yeah.
DeCastro's amended complaint claimed that the city defendants violated his Fourth Amendment rights by arresting him without probable cause and searching his iPhone without a warrant. They violated his 14th Amendment rights by withholding his iPhone and retaliated against him for exercising his First Amendment rights, and that the city of Ironton promulgated a custom or policy of targeting proponents of activities protected by the First Amendment. The county defendants moved to dismiss, noting that the amended complaint did not name them as defendants or raise any claims against them, and the city defendants moved for judgment on the pleadings. After affording DeCastro additional time to respond, the district court granted the motions, determining that DeCastro had, effectively, voluntarily dismissed the county defendants by omitting them from the amended complaint. Who is thudding their microphone?
Mark, are you thudding?
It's wind.
No, I'm muted.
Stop it.
Probably the thunder outside my house. I have to take my headphones off.
Well, just mute when you're not talking. Determining that DeCastro had effectively voluntarily dismissed the county defendants by omitting them from the amended complaint, and that he failed to state a claim against the city defendants. DeCastro filed motions for reconsideration and a motion to vacate, and for leave to file a second amended complaint, which the district court denied.
Okay, so hold on. Go back up. Do the next previous up there. So he voluntarily dismissed the county defendants by omitting them from the amended complaint.
Yeah, because
And
he's
he
a moron.
failed to state a claim against the city defendants.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
he filed an amended complaint complaining about who then?
His mental instability.
Well, he was complaining that people who no longer exist did something wrong, but then the people that he is claiming against, he's got nothing against them. He is like, I'm suing them because reasons.
I forget that Pam Wagner smeared Nutella on his door.
No, that was supposedly Kate, even though somehow she got the sign in the inner door without disturbing the Nutella. So,
The atomic Nutella defense.
yes.
Well,
Go
in the
ahead,
entire
Pam.
video, you never see the doorknob. You just see.
Yucky.
You just see the poop on his hands.
And you can't take those doorknobs off from the outside. The only way you can disassemble them is from the inside. So if you had them locked, it's not possible.
But they
Yeah.
made no
They're
sense.
security door locked.
And how close did he have to get to establish that it was not dog poo? I mean, he was practically rubbing it on his face. I mean,
Oh my god. I mean, seriously,
Pat.
that was that screwed up. You're snorting. I don't know. What?
dog poo tends to smell really bad from quite a long distance away. I mean, you don't need to get right up next to your face to establish whether it's poo or not. I mean,
Whereas Nutella is delicious.
I was going to suggest that I recreate it, except I remembered I am allergic to Nutella. And I don't want to die. Because I've had, for Christmas once, I got one of those snack packs of Nutella and the cracker sticks to put in it. And yeah, I almost died. But that
Also known
was
as
one of
death
the
in a little
better
pouch.
Christmases. Yes. Okay, Pats, take over.
Bubble time.
On appeal, DeCastro lists 40 issues. In general, he argues that he should have been allowed to amend his complaint, that there are material disputes of fact over whether the defendant officers had probable cause to arrest him, that the district court incorrectly concluded that there was probable cause for his arrest absent any allegations or evidence that he trespassed or intended to trespass, that the defendants did not typically enforce the trespassing statute and did so here to chill his rights, that he needed not perfectly state the law to assert a municipal liability claim, and that the district court was biased against him. We review, de novo, a district court's decision to dismiss a complaint pursuant to Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 12b-6, or to grant judgment on the pleadings pursuant to Rule 12c. To avoid dismissal, a complaint must contain sufficient factual matter accepted as true to state a claim to relief that is plausible on its face. Threadbare recitals of the elements of a cause of action supported by mere conclusory statements do not suffice. Although pro se litigants are entitled to a liberal construction of their pleadings, they are not exempt from basic pleading essentials. To state a 1983 claim, a plaintiff must allege that 1. He was deprived of a right, privilege, or immunity secured by the federal Constitution or laws of the United States, and 2. The deprivation was caused by a person acting under the color of state law.
Or a state law. What color is it?
Drink.
Drink.
In Ohio, it's black like my heart.
Oh, dear Ohio.
I don't know.
Remember, folks.
I think it's more of a dark grey.
Kind of a deep ochre.
Remember, folks, we all agreed that Hans should be drinking any time that Rose giggles.
Sorry. Yep, there we go. I
I'm
have
sorry,
vodka
what?
ready.
Are we trying to kill him or?
Rose giggles, Hans has to take a drink.
In that
Is
case,
this a new drinking game you're trying to kill people with?
I have a question for Rose.
Little from column A, little from column B.
Yes, Mark. What is your question?
My question for Rose is, what day of the week does not end with a Y?
There is no day of the week that does not end with a Y. They all end with a Y, Mark.
Today. No, wait. Next week.
Tomorrow.
No.
Tomorrow does not end with a Y, according to Pope.
Tomorrow does not end with a
Y. Tomorrow.
Hans,
I love you.
for your birthday next year, should we be buying you the little Orphan Annie dress and a red wig?
Yes.
And are you going to be so drunk that your pupils are going to disappear, just like little Orphan Annie, who is so high on crack that her never has pupils?
No, I only do alcohol, and that really doesn't do much to the pupils.
Okay.
Now, if you can find me some morphine, then we can talk.
Just some nystagmus.
I don't know.
Anyway, beginning with the county defendants, De Castro clearly omitted them from his amended complaint.
Clearly.
Both in the caption, clearly, both in the caption and in the defendants and causes of action sections. De Castro did refer to Chapman in the factual allegations. Stop hitting your microphone.
Yes, Chili, it's an amended complaint, not a supplementary complaint. You still need to, actually allege that these people are being sued.
But he omitted the claim against Chapman set forth in his original complaint. An amended complaint generally supersedes a prior pleading, and De Castro did not indicate in his amended complaint or in his response to the county defendant's motion to dismiss that he intended to incorporate his original complaint. The site notes that a plaintiff cannot rely on claims asserted in a former complaint if a subsequent voluntarily amended complaint does not include those claims. Bacon seeds.
I hit something. I don't know what I hit. Okay, I'm so sorry. I was reading the chat. I know I hit something in the
That sounded like a giggle to me, so drink.
Drink.
I would gladly have bacon's seed, but wait, that's something different. An amended pleading.
I was trying to scroll up.
An amended pleading
another drink.
Those playing along at home, you need to take a drink right now.
2 drinks.
Why are we trying to kill the audience? You have very few of them. Why are we trying to murder them?
Because it's
And
fun.
remember,
Yeah.
we do have StreamYard or Stream Elements up. If you do want to tip tonight, we will be taking all the money and running off while eating cat food. So that is our goal.
Oh,
That
hard
is our goal
pass.
tonight. What?
Wait,
It's
When we
eating-
get
cat.
enough
eating a
money, it'll
cat-
be cat food and caviar.
Hang on.
Yes,
hang on.
it's-
I think we need to clarify. Is that food for cats, or is
I
it
have a story.
food made of cats?
The former.
Okay.
I have a story. It has to do with the family uncle.
Oh dear. Your call, Jim. Story now or story later?
Story now. Story now.
Okay, it has to do with cat food. Well, he was so tired when he came home from work. He thought he had grabbed a can of tuna. He opened that thing up and he ate it. He said it was the best darn tuna he had ever ate. And at that point, my aunt took the can, looked at it, and went, "Honey, this is Fancy Feast."
I mean, tuna flavored
Oh,
Fancy
no.
Feast is basically just tuna.
God, no.
Oh dear.
Of course, this
I
is
hear an
back
awful lot of
in-
giggling going on, so we got some drunk folks going to be in the audience.
We're all going to be drunk typing in about 3 minutes.
Meanwhile, the conclusion is reinforced by the fact that the county defendants raised their omission from the amended complaint in their motion to dismiss, and DeCastro did not contest it prior to the district court's dismissal. The county defendants were correctly dismissed.
Okay, Rose
That's
giggled
what
again.
happens when
That's
you,
No,
not
I
drink.
said hooray. I didn't giggle.
You
Well,
just did
I-
though. Ha ha. Ha ha.
Is
Sounded
the
like a
denial is a denial of giggling giggle the same as a giggle?
Yes, it is because Mark giggled too, right, Mark?
Through this reading, soberish.
it's definitely a giggle.
Oh no, that's definitely a giggle.
Drink.
Turning to the city defendants, the district court first dismissed DeCastro's Fourth Amendment claims because his own allegations showed that he was in violation of Ohio's trespassing statute. Specifically, Section 2911.21a, Sections 1 through 5 of the Ohio Revised Code. When he was arrested, providing probable cause for his arrest, and he pleaded no facts to support his speculative assertion that the city defendants searched his phone. To succeed on a wrongful arrest claim under 1983, DeCastro must first show in part that the police lacked probable cause to arrest him. Probable cause exists when the facts and circumstances are sufficient to lead an ordinarily prudent person to believe the accused was guilty of the crime charged.
Wait, how can they prove that? Oh, wait, he filmed it.
Yeah, duh.
Because he tried
Oh,
to
you're
interview
going to
me.
arrest me? Okay, you can arrest me. I
Chilly.
remember that.
I
I'll
still
go
can't
with
forgive
you.
him for the.
Just don't put me in cuffs, is what he said. I remember that too.
According to the facts alleged in the amended complaint, at approximately 5 p.m., a city employee announced that the building was being closed. DeCastro was, quote, not given time to leave. And 3 minutes later, Wagner approached him and yelled at him to, quote, cease. Oh, sorry. Verbo. Wagner approached him and yelled to him.
Cease and desist your disorderly conduct.
He was then arrested.
So he couldn't get to a door 5 feet away within 3 minutes.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
Well,
the
what he
Police got there
forgot,
faster than he got.
he
from-
had
Well,
vacuums to
Mark,
unplug, and
It would
well,
take
one
him
of the things he
forever
left
to
out
walk
was 15 till he griped at one of the employees for locking the door and when she was trying to do the pre-close. So he had
Yeah,
15 minutes to leave.
They told him the building would be closing 15 minutes earlier. Yeah, that's right.
And remember the guy vacuuming? He went off on the poor janitor.
That was
Unplugged
a
his
different
vacuum.
incident.
Oh,
I
was
would
that
A whole
Same.
different incident.
No, same thing.
love this
Same.
scene.
Nope, different incident.
On the head.
Yeah, wasn't that the
Same building though, right?
Could be the same building, but
No, it was the same incident. That was this incident.
no, it was not. No, it was not.
Well, either way, it was in the same time
Okay,
frame,
no
and
fights.
it cemented
No
him as a
fights.
jackass.
I think it
Yes.
was like an hour difference.
Anyway, let's get
I
back to
thought the
this.
hoovering was actually at the PD.
The video of the arrest that DeCastro attached to his amended complaint sheds light on the incident. At a motion to dismiss stage, the court does not need to accept as true any allegation blatantly contradicted by video. We have allowed the use of a video when deciding a Rule 12 motion if the video utterly discredits the plaintiff's version of events, says a citation. DeCastro's allegations that he was not given time to leave the building and did not refuse to leave are flatly contradicted by his video. The video shows that DeCastro was standing near the City Hall doors when he was first informed that the building was closing and that he had to leave, and acknowledged this, but responded, "We're not leaving, we're protesting."
Okay, all together, panel. When I say go, you say that line. Ready? Wait, where'd you get it? We're not leaving, we're protesting. Ready? A, B, C, go.
We're not
leaving.
We're
protesting.
Protesting.
And we're drunk.
I'm
Yeehaw.
not ceasing and desisting anything.
And behind DeCastro for much of the video is a clock showing that it was after 5 p.m. DeCastro remained in front of the doors for an extended period without making any attempt to leave, while providing detailed instructions to other people about what they should do when the police arrived. He was then asked for a second time to leave.
How many times is this going to be repeated?
But he
did it quite
again
a few times.
refused by stating, "We're protesting." An officer approached DeCastro and calmly asked him to cease and desist or disorderly conduct, or you will be arrested.
No,
Wait,
that Verbo.
That's not calmly. This was Pam Wagner. Pam Wagner
Verbo.
fucking said,
Cease and desist your disorderly conduct, or you will be arrested.
the officer then raised her voice and said,
Vacate right now, or you will be arrested.
DeCastro replied,
Hank, you can be DeCastro on this one.
What that I'm more than willing to go with you.
if he was being arrested. He was then arrested and led away by the officers.
That
DeCastro
could've caught
now-
Van Wagner by surprise when he agreed to go.
Yes.
Yeah, he even put his arms out so he wouldn't be cuffed in back.
I mean, that sounds a
DeCastro-
lot like consent to me.
What was
You
that,
can't
Mark?
It sounds a lot like consent to be arrested to me. I mean, you can't then turn around and bitch about being arrested if you're like, yeah, arrest me.
Yeah.
I'm clearly committing this crime. I surrender. And then you're like, wait, I didn't do any of that. They had no right to arrest me at all.
I'm
Well,
pretty
at
sure
least he didn't. I think it would have been more appropriate from help. I'm being oppressed.
Well, he still have
I'm
pets,
being
so-
oppressed.
Come see the violence inherent in the system.
I fart in your general direction.
On top.
That was a giggle. Drink.
That was a good giggle.
Okay, everyone, drink. Timo, you have to drink too.
I'm done with my night.
Make
Ooh,
a cup of
Danny's
tea. It
water
might be a long
burns.
night.
Sue
I
Bear,
actually
you have to
want
drink
to,
too.
but that would require walking into the kitchen and boiling water.
And for some reason, when you said cat food, I told my mom to go buy some Spam when she was at the store.
Oh God,
So-
no!
We're
That-
going to have fried Spam sandwiches tomorrow for
Yeah.
lunch.
Oh God, honey, no.
Spam, 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 spam,
Spam,
spam,
spam, spam, spam, spam, spam, spam, spam, spam, spam, spam, spammity spam.
I couldn't stand the stuff as a child, but as an adult now, I seem to like it.
It's so delicious,
Mm-hmm.
especially
Yeah,
after you've seen the Hormel documentary from the 1960s,
Of
where
course.
two little boys write to the Hormel Corporation saying, "We love your product. Can we come see how it's made?" And they go to the factory, and it's like that Simpsons clip where they see the hogs
Soylent
being
Greens people.
mechanically separated, and etc.
Okay, on that note, let's get back to this.
De Castro now attempts to discount his own allegations and video, namely by claiming that the person who told him that the building was closing may not have been a city employee,
Dun,
or
dun,
that
dun.
the clock on the wall behind him was not accurate when compared to an atomic clock.
Atomic
The
clock.
atomic clock.
Somebody-
bum,
My favorite part. That's my favorite.
Somebody, please, I beg you, mute your mic if you're not talking. But even if accepted as true,
I don't
none of
wanna.
these
No, I'm not doing it.
But even if accepted as true, none of these allegations would change that a reasonable person in the defendant officer's position, my favorite position, would have concluded that De Castro's refusal to leave violated Ohio's criminal trespass statute. Probable cause therefore existed for his arrest, defeating his wrongful arrest claim. And to the extent that he raised a Fourth Amendment claim based on an alleged warrantless search of his iPhone, he also failed to state a claim. What a moron. Although De Castro alleged that his iPhone was damaged, he did not allege facts supporting an inference that the defendant searched his iPhone, relying instead on his own speculation. The citation notes that to avoid dismissal, a plaintiff's allegations must show more than a speculative right to relief. De Castro's big on speculating. De Castro next claimed that the city defendants violated his procedural due process rights by withholding his property, specifically his iPhone. To state a procedural due process claim, a plaintiff must show that the defendant acted under the color of state law to deprive him of a definite liberty or property interest. To succeed on his claim, however, De Castro must demonstrate that the available state remedies to address the deprivation were inadequate. De Castro did not allege that his state post-deprivation remedies were inadequate. Instead, he filed a replevin action in state court. See De Castro v. Ironton Police Department. That resulted in...
Hans,
Yes.
are you saying that chili is inadequate in every way?
Every single gosh darned way.
Just
And
second.
he lives in his own reality in his head.
It's a magical place where all I can say is the magical word replevin, and everything will go my way.
It's a magical place. with
We
many
have
unicorns.
we have an announcement to make. Gia cannot be banned, as Gia is now going to be the Queen of the Winter Carnival and Queen of the Winter Games. So she cannot be banned until she becomes the Queen of the Winter Carnival, which we will hold sometime next year.
Okay, because it's nowhere near winter. Right now it's hurricane season. I mean, come on, Jam.
It will be
This works
held
though, right? Because
roughly this time next
Gia lives in South Chicago, right? We've established that.
Yeah,
And
He
it
lives
snows
in the
there a
south
lot.
side, south side of Chicago. Yes, yes. And Becca is going to be the queen of the spring burnings. So whatever you need burned, Becca's going to light it on fire. So
Yep. As Timo says, winter is coming.
So, Becca, you're going to be lighting
Get them more.
all the gas stoves.
yes, Becca gets to burn things, and Gia gets to be the queen of the winter carnival. And she cannot be banned until
Fire.
she gets her tiara made of ice.
Fire.
Yes.
That sounds cool.
Diver
Is it gonna
Dan,
be like
we
the Virginia
are...
version of Burning Man?
Yes, it can be. Diver Dan, just drink 3 beers if you're inclined to do so, and you'll catch up. So Gia is 84 in the hood.
Yes, her neighborhood
But-
is very, very low income. Yes.
But at least you don't have strange men from Atlanta telling tales about you with ice cream cones, which I still don't
Oh,
understand.
He had
but-
ice cream at work
It's-
today.
Her neighborhood is so badass that her guard dog will lick you to death.
We do still allow nudity at our own Burning Man, right?
Sure.
Oh,
Sure,
God,
but-
I'm not going.
Well, Becca is the
Well,
queen of
optional.
the burning.
I
So
don't need to see you all naked. No, thank you.
that's... Well, you don't have to be
Giggity.
naked.
You don't
If
have
I
to
don't
be.
want to see other people naked.
Pants,
just
Well, you don't have to look.
pants. Remember, you have to bring your customary blurring, like
Yep.
the blurring on all of all of the videos
Right.
of Burning Man. So
Yep.
Well,
you have to
There's
wear
some
your burning.
out of
All you need to
prescription
do-
glasses, Rose.
Yeah.
Yes.
What
Or
was
get some
that,
of those,
Verbo?
get some of those drunk
Just
glasses.
wear some, out of prescription glasses, like the Hasidic Jewish men do when they don't want to see the women in the wider world when they leave, like Williamsburg. There's like these glasses that they can buy that are the wrong prescription, so their vision is
Oh my
purposefully
God,
blurry.
that hurts like heck when you have the wrong prescription glasses. Trust me, I put on my mom's ones. Oh my God, my eyes hurt so.
And
Amen.
just
People
to
do what they
note,
do.
Diver Dan is on his 3rd double rum and Coke Zero.
Look, Rose, at the end of the day, it's either the
Wow.
glasses or the helicopter. Your choice.
I am no.
And when you see the helicopter, automatically Fortunate Son will start playing in your head.
Oh,
Uh,
God, I have no clue what you're talking about.
we'll catch you up later, Rose. I'll
When
have-
Rose is older, who
I understand you
We'll-
all.
yeah, we'll tell you when you're older. Ask me in 10 years.
Yes, when you're older. And who's on? Let's see, I missed it. Touche's on her 4th Jack and Coke.
Ooh.
Y'all screwed. You better get double that.
That's it.
That sounded
Okay,
like another
back
giggle.
to the. We're on page 6 of 8, folks. 6 of 8. We can do this.
Save one for me, Touche. Instead, DeCastro filed a replevin action in state court that resulted in the return of his iPhone. The judge in that case
Yay!
noted in his dismissal order that no evidence was presented as to any damages. DeCastro did not demonstrate that he could not have sought damages in state court. And Section 2737.14 of the Ohio Revised Code provides for damages in a replevin action. DeCastro stupidly thus made no showing that his state post-deprivation remedy was inadequate and his 14th Amendment claim was properly dismissed.
Welcome, Alan Eyes.
Ha
We're all drinking when Rose giggles, which is a lot. And I've got a Dr. Pepper cream soda, and it's making me as drunk as the rest of you.
You're right.
Wait, I got banned for posting Dr. Pepper in one of your Discord threads.
You didn't get banned. You got banned because Gia said no Dr. Pepper in her cooking area, and it's Gia's area. Even though Gia has the power to ban in that area, I had to do it.
Oh
That sounds
no!
about right.
I still felt like my rights were being deprived.
Yes, because that's so bad
Your
for
rice was being
you shouldn't
deprived?
be drinking it in the
Yes.
first place.
You should totally file the section 1983.
Section
Yes, you
1983. Yes. Even though
Yes.
I personally am more of a section 1977, but that's neither here nor there. De Castro next claimed that the city defendants retaliated against him for exercising his First Amendment right to film and otherwise investigate and report on local public officials. To establish a retaliation claim, De Castro must show that 1. He engaged in a protected activity. 2. An adverse action was taken against him that would deter a person of ordinary firmness from continuing to engage in that protected activity. And 3. The adverse action was motivated by the protected activity. Could we pause here and discuss
Sure.
a person of ordinary firmness?
Well, now that you mention it, Pants, take it away. What is ordinary?
If a person's firmness lasts more than 4 hours, that's no longer ordinary, and they are exempt from the adverse action motivated.
I thought, well, if it's more than 4 hours, I have to file a Pfizer adverse event from a different life. Yes.
Just as a
We
public
had-
service announcement, if anybody here ever has something that lasts more than 4 hours, contact me immediately.
Well, that's a job.
Professional help. Need professional help.
Professional help.
4 hours.
But seriously, at my previous one of my previous lives, I had to literally for the Pfizer products, but this was back when they had chapstick and all the Advil and that kind of stuff. I had to act within 24 hours of any post being posted on the internet that said that any Pfizer product that we covered did anything bad or caused an adverse event and report that to the FDA.
Interesting.
So I had to come up with this whole scheme to get all of my moderators to read things in time and report them properly. And did you know that some people have weird reactions to the wax in chapstick? Because I will never forget some of those burns and injuries, allegedly.
Wax on, wax off.
Yes.
Yeah, it makes my lips more chapped.
I don't use chapstick.
Where were they applying said chapstick?
On the appropriate area, not anywhere else.
Were they lighted it on fire to melt it onto the areas?
In
No,
one
man.
case it did
How
melt.
long ago
yes.
was this?
Let's see.
A lot of-
when I was doing that was about 8 years ago. That was about 8
Okay,
years
well, that's
ago.
around the puffy lip phase. You remember the puffy lip phase?
Oh God.
Oh,
So-
I
No.
remember.
Hang on.
People like us gingers get reactions.
let Mark-
like chapstick
Let Mark
makes
go.
You guys are saying, just so I can get this straight in my mind, you guys are saying that if something is hard for more than 4 hours, you should seek medical attention.
That's what the
Correct.
advertisement
Yes.
says.
What would the advice be for somebody who's had a boner for somebody else for the last 2 years?
Well,
Keep
coded
that
coded can't be helped. And his boner is for apparently everyone now that person is gone.
I love the fact that you guys just knew exactly where I was going with that.
Oh, I knew. Rose, what are you doing?
Oh, hang on.
Squiggling, that's what she's doing.
Rose, what was that you were holding up?
Must zoom in on Rose. Rewind.
What?
Rewind.
That was my creeper.
That was your creeper? And your creeper is hard for more than 4 hours at a time?
No, he explodes.
He explodes
God.
for 4 hours at a time.
Right, there's definitely giggling going
Ooh, what
on. so
stamina.
drink.
If you are a Minecraft person, you will understand.
No. I think I'm broken now. Oh, so that's her.
I can remember
creeper.
the first time I actually met a creeper. I walked up to it. I'm like, "Ooh, it's a cute little bush thingy," and then it started hissing at me, and I'm like, "Why is it hissing?" And then boom, I was like, "Great."
Becca says, "Really cool, Rose. We keep those personal, dear."
Is
Who's
that
messing with the
Minecraft?
screen?
I'm
Yes,
trying to
it
get
was
it back right.
Minecraft.
Sorry, I've been having to take multiple drinks in a row here.
I like that one. That's my favorite. But that's
Okay.
the right one, I think.
So now that we're moving on from people with ordinary firmness,
Yes.
Or extraordinary firmness.
the presence
That'd
of
be a
Oh,
affirmative
wait,
probable.
wait,
action.
wait. 1 second. We have to address this comment.
Oh,
Not that one. This one. Coded is pretending he's in Asia right now. Even took 10 days off for the lie. Now, we didn't say that, right, Mark? Legally, we didn't say that. We
Yeah,
just
we're
read
just
what
reading out a comment.
Chili Decon artist said. So we didn't say that.
Yeah, well, I don't need a lawyer to explain to Coded, in a courtroom that this was not my statement.
Well, how exactly can he sue you anyway? You're overseas.
Mhm.
And he allegedly is overseas.
I mean, I will absolutely sit here and say Coded is a complete and utter 100% 24-karat twat.
All right, who's impersonating Carolina Fort Worth?
Yeah, who's snoring?
Oh, too soon.
I think it's Phil. Phil, can you hear us?
Phil, did you fall
Out
asleep?
there.
Yes, Phil fell asleep. How did Phil fall asleep?
It's a good thing
Oh
I
my
don't have
God.
control, or I'd mute all of y'all.
I know, but it's Phil's. This is actually Phil's. His StreamYard, so he has the ultimate power to add people to with that power.
I do. I have the power. I have the
He-
power.
I mean,
I
he
have
is
Because you were
infallible.
sound asleep a minute ago, Phil.
Infallibility
I'd step Power
comes
Rangers into my head.
with a great response. Great. I'm too drunk to say what I'm saying.
With great power.
Just get back to reading. How about that?
Okie dokie. The hell was I? Where's firmness?
Right there. DeCastro next
ordinary-
claimed.
Ordinary firmness.
Yes.
But the presence. But the presence of probable cause generally negates a First Amendment retaliatory arrest claim. The Supreme Court has recognized a narrow qualification to this rule for circumstances where officers have probable cause to make arrests, but typically exercise their discretion not to do so. De Castro asserts, without any supporting facts, that the city defendants typically did not enforce the trespassing statute. Although he alleged that other people were allowed to leave the building, it is notable that, according to the video, he was the only one actively refusing to leave. De Castro thus did not allege facts from which it could be plausibly inferred that the city defendants typically would not arrest someone for repeatedly refusing to leave a government building after it closed. De Castro lastly claimed that the city of Ironton had a custom, practice, or policy of enabling officers to target proponents of First Amendment rights. Booba. Dear Lord.
Pooba? You're the Grand Pooba now.
A municipality may be held liable for promulgating a custom or policy that triggers a violation of plaintiff's rights. But De Castro must state an underlying constitutional violation. He did not do so, and this claim was correctly dismissed.
Okay. Pause there a second.
Mm-hmm.
If they have a policy that enables them to go after First Amendment auditors, yada yada yada,
Mhm.
What happened to the other 14 people that were there doing exactly the same thing?
They ran out of the building screaming.
Or
And they weren't
politely-
arrested, from what I remember.
or politely
Uh,
filed out when asked. I mean, that's
Actually, some of them left before they actually closed, like they were being asked to do.
Yeah, didn't Terry, Ironton Auditor, didn't he
Yeah.
leave?
I think he was there.
Yeah,
He left and waited outside.
Yep.
yeah.
He's
Because
a
he
respectful guy.
isn't an idiot.
Wow, it's amazing how that works, eh?
Uh-huh.
you'd be surprised. DeCastro also challenges the district court's denial of his motions for reconsideration and to amend his complaint. We review the denial of a federal Rule of Civil Procedure 59E motion for an abuse of discretion. To succeed, DeCastro must show 1. Clear error of law, 2. Newly discovered evidence, 3. An intervening change in controlling law, or 4. A need to prevent a manifest injustice. Please mute your microphones. In his motions for reconsideration, DeCastro merely re-argued his claims, did not present any relevant new evidence, and did not show that he could not have adequately pleaded his claims or raised his arguments earlier. He claimed in his motion to amend that he has new evidence from quote-unquote forensic experts that the clock on the wall was not synced with YouTube's atomic clocks.
Atomic!
But regardless of whether that assertion is true, it would be irrelevant to whether he and the city defendants believed that the building was closed.
Closed!
Wow,
The
it
district
turns
court-
out that when they say we're closed, they actually mean that the building is closed.
Wait. Roll back the tape. Rewind. Hold on. You think that they can tell people when their building is closed?
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh. Okay, then.
They
No,
can also close
it's a
early.
public. It's a public building, and I'm the public. You can't tell me.
Public needs to go to bed.
The district court, therefore, did not abuse its discretion by denying reconsideration, and because DeCastro did not satisfy the requirements of Rule 59E, he was not entitled to amend his complaint after the judgment. Neither is he entitled to relief, based on his unsupported allegation that the district court judge was biased because he knew a potential witness. DeCastro blasted the judge on YouTube. For these reasons, the district court's judgment
You say it.
is affirmed.
Yay! Let's all clap for pants. Yay!
bad luck,
Yay!
Julie.
Affirmation.
Yay! If you're happy and you know it, drink a beer. If you're happy
Guzzle.
and you know it, drink a beer.
Guzzle,
If
guzzle.
you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, drink a beer with Hank.
Guzzle, guzzle.
Guzzle, guzzle. It sounds like the barley mole.
Gobble, 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 gobble.
So,
Bye,
folks, it's
Daniel.
about that time. It's 1 after 9 o'clock. We're a little over our planned time. Rose, show what you're gonna show. Rose has got her new plushie thing.
It's a spider! Oh my god!
It's a train. It was a train. Anyway, folks, so let's go around in here and let's get closing remarks from starting with Mark.
Coded as a douche.
Starting with Hank.
Coded as a douche.
Starting with Phil.
Coded as a douche.
Starting with Pants. Pants.
I have no idea who Coded is. I've never watched his streams. All I can say is, kids, if you're going to file an appeal, have some evidence.
Starting with Verbo.
Jaffa cakes, cups of tea, going outside for a cigarette. Alan I
Oh, I
says,
forgot.
I need to say rubba rubba, court swainer. A proper hat is very dignified. We love you,
Yeah,
Shuggy. Too bad you
I
couldn't
do.
be here.
I
Yeah,
do
we
miss
forgot.
Shuggy.
I just put a new photo of Coded in Discord.
Yeah, I'm not getting. No. That would get us. We're not monetized yet. That would get us thrown off of YouTube. But you could. We'll share it after in the post show. Rose, you should also sign out as soon as we go to the closing music. So you
There you
do
go,
not
Mark.
need to see this, dear.
Killed everyone in the chat by now.
Yes. Rose, your final thoughts.
Apparently, y'all need a new drinking game.
And for me,
I'll drink to you anytime, Rose.
I'm going to say have a wonderful night. And remember, only few of us can be part of Coded's fantasies about ice cream cones, truck stops, and whatever the hell else he was saying this morning. I just and Route 182 or 82, which we didn't even know there was one. So yes, Rose is yes, Rose.
I really think Coded's an idiot.
Yay! And on that note, we are going to go to our closing French music, which is the same as our opening French music, but backwards. And have a wonderful night, folks. Feel free to talk over France.
Does that mean they won't surrender?
They won't. Jaffa.
They still surrender, but then they give you back their land.
That's one hard.
Nescafe. Custom food.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Fancy
I love how this song came up as French when I looked it up on soundtrack.
It does possess
Jaffa cake.
Puppy.
How did teach it?
Hey, Hot Wheels, thank you for joining us as we are gone.
Claret. Porcelain.
Billy D. Con artist, yes, we had clickbait too, because this is the version of the thing.
Boop, scoop, and boogie.
That's a lot of food coming out again.
Now the French guy in the go-kart.
Champion Cup.
Viva la France.
Le poop shoot.
Little
All right.
Heart.
Oh, I forgot to hit end
No, I'm
stream.